Sacred Hunger. Sacred Hunger by Barry Unsworth is a novel that delves into the transatlantic slave trade of the 18th century. Published in 1992 by Hamish Hamilton, the novel is a complex exploration of greed, power, and morality. Unsworth's writing style is lyrical and poetic, and he employs vivid imagery to describe the harsh realities of life on a slave ship. The novel is set in the 18th century, and it is a masterpiece that seamlessly weaves together themes of greed, power, and moral ambiguity in a gripping and thought-provoking way. The novel's story and plot are centered around the Liverpool Merchant, a slave ship owned by Thurso, the business partner of William Kemp's father. William Kemp is an idealistic young man who becomes an officer on the Liverpool Merchant. Kemp is appalled by the treatment of the slaves on the ship and is convinced that slavery is morally wrong. The ship's captain, Thurso, is a conflicted character who is torn between his duty to his ship and his sense of morality. William's cousin, Erasmus Kemp, owns a plantation in Florida and is a cruel and selfish man who is obsessed with wealth and power. When the Liverpool Merchant is caught in a storm and forced to seek shelter in Florida, Erasmus sees an opportunity to purchase the slaves on the ship and use them to work on his plantation. The novel follows the journey of the Liverpool Merchant and its human cargo as they make their way to Florida. Along the way, the crew and the slaves struggle to survive in harsh conditions, facing disease, starvation, and violence. The story is told from the perspectives of various characters, including Thurso, the captain of the Liverpool Merchant, and several of the slaves. The characters in Sacred Hunger are complex and well-developed. William Kemp represents the novel's moral compass, representing the idealism and compassion needed to challenge the injustices of the slave trade. Erasmus Kemp, on the other hand, is the opposite, selfish, cruel, and greedy, representing the worst aspects of human nature. The slaves on the Liverpool Merchant are also given distinct personalities and are portrayed as human beings with their own hopes, dreams, and desires. Unsworth does an excellent job of humanizing the slaves and showing the devastating effects of slavery on their lives. The historical and cultural context of the novel is the transatlantic slave trade of the 18th century. Unsworth's novel explores the brutal realities of slavery and the impact it had on both the slaves and the slave traders. The novel is a commentary on the greed and moral bankruptcy of the slave trade and the individuals who profited from it. The genre of writing in Sacred Hunger is historical fiction, with elements of adventure, romance, and social commentary. Unsworth's writing style is descriptive and vivid, capturing the harsh realities of life on a slave ship and the brutal conditions faced by the slaves. The novel is written in a lyrical and poetic style, with a focus on the beauty and brutality of the natural world. The themes explored in Sacred Hunger are numerous and complex. Greed, power, morality, and justice are some of the central themes. Unsworth examines the corrupting influence of wealth and power and the devastating effects of slavery on both the slaves and the slave traders. The novel also explores the role of morality in society and the need for individuals to stand up against injustice. Unsworth's approach to the novel is to tell a gripping story that explores the complexities of the slave trade while also offering a critique of the moral bankruptcy of the individuals who profited from it. The novel is a powerful indictment of the greed and corruption that drove the slave trade and the individuals who perpetuated it. The novel has won numerous awards and accolades, including the Booker Prize in 1992. The novel was also shortlisted for the Whitbread Novel Award and was named a New York Times Notable Book of the Year. The novel has been widely praised for its vivid characters and lyrical writing style. Thanks for watching. Share and subscribe.